Happy Friday, everyone. We're excited here. We've got Erik Parks with us to talk about Why We Breathe, a movie that was filmed in Nolensville. And we just heard about Nicole Kidman is going to film here, but this one's already done. So you can go watch the whole thing production. So he's going to tell us more about that. How's it going this morning?
Good. How are you doing?
Good. I love, like I told you, I think so many people love to see areas of where we live in film, and then you can recognize those places. And I feel like it adds a little bit more to the story. Why? Tell me how you guys chose to film in Nolensville.
Yeah, so my wife and I and our family, we've lived in Laverne for years, and so when our kids were younger, we would just come over 10 minutes away to Nolensville and just enjoyed. We would go to breakfast sometimes at the Amish feed mill, and then
Yeah.
we take walks around by the creek, let the kids play in the creek. We do a little antique shopping, and then go to Southern Hospitality Diner. So we just love the area, and that was when it was much smaller. So when I first wrote the script, this was probably 2013. I think I had a first draft done. It felt a little bit more like Mayberry, but as you know, Nolensville has continued to grow and explode over the last few years. But we
Yes.
kind of wanted to capture some of that feel in the movie of the small town
Yes. So
vibe.
you are the writer and director for this. Tell us about the story of the movie.
Yeah, so I've told people when I describe it, it's kind of Hallmark gritty to because everyone, people feel good about the Hallmark type movie. So we've got in our story, our main characters coming from the big town of Nashville, then moving to small town Nolensville to kind of restart her life after an abusive episode. But there is some abuse in there and some domestic violence and just a little bit of drama in that regard. And so that's kind of adds the gritty aspect as well. But I think that kind of helps ground it a little more and make it a little bit more realistic and relatable for a lot of people. So, yeah, our main character is a hardworking waitress, also moonlighting as a singer songwriter, has a daughter, has to escape an abusive relationship, ends up in the small town of Nolensville with her uncle Earl, and then from there they kind of meet some people in a church there in the small town who care for them, and yeah, they're just trying to restart and rebuild their life, all the while knowing that the bad boyfriend might be coming back at any point to come after them. So
Mm. Yeah. Okay. I like your description, a gritty version of a Hallmark movie, because we don't necessarily see something like that. It's very clean cut for Hallmark.
yeah,
Although, look, I'm a fan of those movies as well. Tell me about when you were scouting locations in Nolensville, what you wanted to make sure that you included.
yeah. To me, in Nolensville, the Amish feed mill is kind of iconic, as well as I don't know if it's a Southern Hospitality Diner anymore. They may have just changed hands over, but those two places to me were ones that I definitely wanted to film in. And so, getting to talk to the owners and getting to say, hey, this is what we're doing. Is it okay to film here? Will this date work for you all? And so they, in both cases, kind of bent over backwards to help us out. And then Mill Creek Church of Christ was another place that we filmed extensively in, and they were just so kind again to let us film for a couple days. We ended up filming a little bit at First Baptist in Nolensville as well. That scene ended up getting cut out of the DVD version, but we still were able to film there. We shot a lot around the creek and at the on the bridge there, and we've also shot some scenes in Franklin at a doctor's office, and then some of the folks from Franklin Chick-fil-A hooked us up with some meals for our cast and crew during our shoot, and so we were kind of all around Laverne, Nolensville, Franklin. Yeah, a lot of great areas.
So I know we were talking before we started. You started this filming 2018.
That's correct. Yeah, November of 2018, shot for a couple weeks, and then yeah, a couple days of pickups, 15, 16 days in all, and then we had our small premiere in Murfreesboro in 2019. Yeah, I'm having to go way back in my memory here.
But there was bigger plans to roll it out, and of course COVID hit.
Yeah,
So now people can watch this, but they can watch it streaming, and that's the
yeah,
beautiful thing about streaming is now everybody can enjoy it.
yeah, it's great. Yeah, so we had it's still on PureFlix, it's on Amazon Prime as well, and I believe christiancinema.com. But more recently, we had our world premiere on YouTube through our distributor, Crown TV. And so it just premiered 2 or 3 days ago. So that's great. So now it's free to the world, to anybody who wants to watch it. So just look up Why We Breathe on Crown TV on their YouTube channel, and you can watch it there.
That's amazing. Well, thanks for telling us all about that. Tell us what's coming up for next. Do you have a new project maybe coming out, something else local?
Yeah, I've got another script that I've written. I'm a really slow writer, I'm finding out. So this was about 3 years in the making, but it's gone through multiple rewrites. I'm feeling good about it. Um, so this one I've written for Winchester, Tennessee. I've got some family roots down in Winchester. So I would love to be filming this year. I'm in talks right now with some producers and investors. So we'll see if we can get something going this year. If not this year, next year then. But I'm excited about this next project. So we'll see.
All right. Well, keep us posted. We want to keep up in touch. And I mean, because like I said, we all love to see all the
Yeah.
places that we've been around or sometimes visit every day in a
Yeah.
movie.
Well, that was like the show Nashville when that came to town. I'm looking at some episodes and saying, "Hey, I've been there. Hey, I've been there. Oh, it's so great." So that's
I
like
know
that.
that was really fun. Even those parts of that script were a little hokey, but it was the biggest straw, I think, for people were seeing those places, familiar places that you go to every day to get your coffee, have a dinner, or listen to music, and
Well,
it's
I think it
there.
helped build up the industry as well a little bit more, our entertainment industry too, because we've always had music, which has been great, but now we're building up the kind of the infrastructure for film and TV as well, which I'm really excited about.
Yes, that kinda opened the doors for grants and things, if I remember, for more films to be taking place here.
Yeah, yeah. So I'm hoping to get in on some of that as well.
Well, let's hope you do because want to keep that going. Hey, thanks for joining us again. You guys can go check that out, YouTube, Amazon Prime. What were the other 2 places where they can watch it?
I believe it's christiancinema.com, YouTube, PureFlix, Amazon. Yeah, so any of those places.
Hey, thanks again. Have a great weekend. We'll see you soon.
All right, thanks, Donna.